Today I want to speak about one of the most important power metal bands of all time, maybe the fathers of power metal, or maybe also the fathers of Euro power metal, and I'm speaking about HELLOWEEN from Germany, from Harburg of Germany. They started as a band in 1984, and they were some members from other bands, for example from Iron Fist, from Gendry, from Second Hail, and Powerful. And the four members of the band in the beginning was Kai Hansen, also in the vocals and the guitarist, Markus Grosskopf, the bassist, Michael Weikath, in the second guitarist and the leader of the band, as we will see, and Ingo Schwitzenberg, the drummer. A little bit afterwards, Kai Hansen left the band in 1989, and Ingo Schwitzenberg left the band in 1993. 2 years afterwards, in 1995, he committed suicide. Rest in peace. And for many years, it was a war of words between Kai Hansen, that left HELLOWEEN and made Gamma Ray afterwards, and HELLOWEEN. They did like each other until, of course, the last years that we see the Pumpkins united, and we see the reunion of the band together. So in the beginning, Kai Hansen, for the first EP and the first full-length album, Wars of Jericho, he was the singer. Afterwards, they brought another singer by the name Michael Kiske. He was before a hard rock singer, and he was an apocalypse. His voice is one of the best voices in power metal general. Together with Kiske, they made the Two Keepers, also 2 other albums, and after the 5th album, Chameleon, he left the band. For many years, Kiske, he was not inside metal. When he came back, he made another hard rock group by the name Unisound, and in 2016 he came back to HELLOWEEN. But when Kiske left after Chameleon, they brought another singer, the third singer of them, Andy Duris, from the hard rock German band Pink Scream 69. And also Duris is one of the best singers of HELLOWEEN, and for many years also you can find followers of the band that they disagree about Kiske and about Duris who is the best singer. But today we have also inside HELLOWEEN also Kiske and also Duris and also Kai Hansen. In the vocals, maybe Kiske and Duris more, but 3 of them, they are inside the group, and they sing together. And this is one of the best dreams of every follower of HELLOWEEN. Now, let's find out together. Today I want to make a style of worst to best, to rank their albums from worst to best, the 16 full-length albums of them. Also, they were in 1984. They were inside a compilation of noise records by the name Death Metal, with bands like Hellhammer and with Running Wild, and also with another band, Dark Avenger. So, and here I will start to make this style of worst to best of their 16 full-length albums of them. Let's see. My personal, of course, opinion. In the 16th place, the last place, I will put their 5th album of them. Came out in 1993, Chameleon. It was also the last album of Kiske until these days. This album is not so good. It's a little bit more hard rock than heavy metal or power metal. Maybe the song Giants here is power metal, very good song. And also I like the song Music, that has also a big Floyd influence inside it. But in general, and also the song I Believe, but in general, I don't like this album. This was a catastrophe for HELLOWEEN. Now, In the next place, I will put this album, Straight Out of Hell, came out in 2013. This is a not bad album, but not one of the best of them, unfortunately. Next place. Maybe some guys here will disagree with me, they understand it. Here we'll put Master of the Rings. There's 6th album of them. The first with Daenerys in the vocals, the comeback of them. And a little bit because Daenerys came from Pink Scream 69, and he brought with him a little bit more hard rock style. You can find it here. This album is a little bit more hard rock, a little bit more grunge in my ears, so I will put it here. I know that many followers of Helloween like it so much. Next place, their album before the reunion of 2015, My God-Given Right. This is a not bad album, but also okay. It's not so good, not so bad. Now, afterwards, here comes their 4th album of them, Pink Bubbles Go Up, came out in 1990. 1 minute. What's the year came out? 1999, 1991, something like that, if I'm not sure. Yeah, 1991, the 4th album of them, also with Kiske. Here you can find some very good songs, like for example Heavy Metal Hamsters. And here you can find also some very not so some very bored songs, let's say. Boring songs. Now, from here and now, the other albums, everyone is great for me. Let's see. Next place, Gambling with the Devil. This is an album of 2007. Very good album. Straight to your face. Very, very, very good. But even more, I like this underrated album of them, Rabbit Don't Come Easy. Came out in 2003. Next, one of the best albums of them, also very strong, with very strong guitars, 7 Sinners. Yes, yeah, 7 Sinners of 2010, if I'm not sure, yes. Afterwards, Keeper of the 7 Keys, The Legacy. Let's say the 3rd keeper, but it's not exactly the 3rd keeper. Here you have some very good songs, full also with long length songs. The King for 1,000 Years, The Invisible Man, Mrs. God is also very good song. Silent Rain, Occasion Avenue, of course. Light the Universe. Light the Universe is one of the best ballads of them, for example. Come Alive, Get It Up, My Life for One More Day. A great also album. Afterwards, The Time of the Oath. This is the 2nd album with Daenerys after Master of the Rings. Also, for many followers of Helloween, this could be the 3rd keeper, let's say. And now, and I know that many people will disagree with me, in the next place I will put Keeper of the 7 Keys Part 2. Yes, the 3rd album of them, the 2nd with Kiske. And I know this is a very good album with not very good, also a great album with great songs. For example, Keeper of the Seven Keys, I Want Out, Save Us, We Got the Right, Dr. Stein, Rise and Fall, Eagle, Fly Free. Every song is great, but I don't know. In any case, I'm very close to the Keeper of the Seven Keys of Part 1 than Part 2. And I think this is the father of Euro power metal, the second Keeper, even more. In the next place, their reunion album of 2021 with Eliran Kantor, the Israeli artist, cover art. Great comeback album. Here also you can find everything that you like from Helloween, from all the periods. Also Kai Hansen and also Kiske and also Deris. Everything here is great. Songs like Skyfall, but not only. Out for the Glory, Fear of the Fallen, Mass Pollution, Rise Without Chains, Cyanide, everything here, Skyfall that I said before, everything here is great. Next place, one of the most darkest albums of them, and of course I'm speaking about The Dark Side. No, The Dark Ride. The Dark Ride. The Dark Ride came out in 2000, at the beginning of the new millennium. Here you can find songs like Mirror, Mirror, and not only Escalation. Everything here is very, very good, very dark, and it was another style of Helloween as we know them as we knew them in these days. Now, in the third place for me will come one also of the greatest albums of them, Better Than Raw, came out in 1998. Maybe for me, the best album with Deris in the vocals. And in the second place, Walls of Jericho, their debut album of 1985. Yes. This is not power metal, so-called power metal. It's even more speed metal or thrash speed metal with some power metal elements. Here we have also the song Judas Inside. Great, from the beginning to the end. This is a masterpiece in my point of view. With Kai Hansen, the vocalist. And you can see here this mascot became after the mascot of Gamma Ray, after the third album of Gamma Ray, Land of the Free. And of course, in the first place, as you understand, Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1. This album came out in 1987. And for me, this is the apocalypse of Helloween. This is the greatest album of them and one of the greatest power metal albums of Germany and of Europe and of power metal in general in all times. Songs like, for example, Halloween, Future World, The Ballad, The Tale That Was Right, Twilight of the Gods, A Little Time, I'm Alive. Everything here is so great. So this is about the fathers of power metal from Germany, Helloween, from Israel, from Jerusalem. Stay metal and stay heavy.